the firefighter who let buildings burn for profit. Rome had a big problem. There were no fire departments. If your house caught fire, you were in big trouble. A rich guy named Marcus Crassus saw an opportunity. He put together his own private fire brigade, but he didn't just put out fires for free. He made people pay him first. If someone's house caught on fire, Crassus and his crew would show up and say, "Sell us your house for cheap, or we will let it burn." And if the owner refused, the firefighters just stood there and watched the house go up in flames. If they agreed, Crassus put out the fire, and now he owned the building. He did this over and over again, buying up tons of land and getting filthy rich. The fake mummy scam. Ancient Egyptians believed that if you gave a mummified animal as an offering to the gods, you'd get good luck. So, temples sold people mummies of cats, birds, and even crocodiles. But here's the big problem. A lot of these mummies were fake. Instead of a real animal inside, many of them were just mud, sticks, or random bones wrapped in cloth. Imagine paying big money for a sacred cat mummy only to find out you actually bought a mummified pile of dirt. The Babylonian debt trap. If you think loan sharks are bad today, imagine getting a loan in ancient Babylon. In 1800 BC, Babylonian moneylenders would loan silver to farmers, merchants, and soldiers, but with insane interest rates. When borrowers couldn't pay, they were forced to take out more loans to cover their debts. And if they still couldn't pay, everything became collateral. People lost their land, houses, and even family members. Yes, debt slavery was a real thing. This was so destructive that the king had to step in and cancel debts every few years just to keep society from collapsing. The Great Roman Coin Scam. Rome had a money problem, so they solved it by making more money. The Roman currency, the denarius, was originally pure silver. As the empire expanded and got desperately broke, emperors started mixing silver with cheap metals like copper and lead, while keeping the same value of the coins. At first, nobody noticed, but over 200 years the coins became almost 100% worthless metal. The result? Inflation skyrocketed. People stopped trusting Roman money and switched to bartering, and basically, the empire collapsed. The donation of Constantine. One of the most successful forgeries in history, a document that tricked kings into giving away half of Europe. In the 700s AD, the Catholic Church needed more power and land, so someone forged a letter claiming that Roman Emperor Constantine had donated all of Western Europe to the Pope. For hundreds of years, popes used this document to claim land, wealth, and influence over kings. And because nobody questioned the church, rulers just accepted it was real. Finally, in the 1400s, scholars proved it was fake. But by then, the church had already gotten everything it wanted. The man who sank his own ship for money. A Greek trader named Hegestratos had a sneaky plan. Take out a huge insurance policy on a ship carrying valuable cargo, then sink the ship on purpose so he could collect the money. But he forgot one small detail. His crew was on the ship too. When they caught him in the act, he panicked and jumped overboard. The plan backfired, and instead of making a fortune, he drowned. The fake snake god scam. A Greek man named Alexander of Abonotitius pulled off one of the wildest religious scams ever. He claimed he had discovered a brand new god, a magical talking snake named Glycon. People travelled from all over to see the snake god, and Alexander collected tons of money from believers. But there was one problem. Glycon was fake. It was actually a real snake with a puppet head attached to it. Alexander moved the mouth with strings and even whispered fake prophecies from behind a curtain. People believed in this fake god for decades, and Alexander made a fortune. By the time people figured it out, he was already rich and powerful. So that wraps up my list. Like this video if you learned something, subscribe if you want more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!